All right, inflation has reached a 40-year high, and rising costs are fueling fears of an impending recession. But with the job market remaining strong, some economists say if the U.S. is in a recession, it's unlike anyone we've ever seen before. So CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is joining us now to talk a little bit more about it. It is confusing. We just did a story about how gas prices dropped like 19 cents.
Yeah.
It's a strong
price of oil is coming down.
Right. It's a strong job market. We were just talking about how strong the dollar is. It's hard to sort of figure out if this is a bad thing or not.
Yeah, it's interesting because, first of all, recessions happen quite naturally, and I think the chance of actually being in a recession at some point in the next 12 months is pretty high. Doesn't mean we're here right this second. And, if you look at a lot of the data, it does appear that certain things are happening that are really good. Like you said, gas prices are down, lumber prices are down, a lot of commodities are down. And I think that, of course, prices remain high overall, which is why the Fed keeps raising interest rates. I think the big fear is that it's going to be hard for a lot of companies to keep making money as this environment persists. And are they going to slow down the job hiring?
Right, because that's still strong for the moment.
Right, but it's an interesting trend. If you look at last year, it was like unbelievable growth, right? But that came after the horrible COVID year where we had that first year of job losses, 20 million jobs. Okay, so now we come into this year. And right now, the first 3 months of the year, we average more than 500,000 jobs a month, January, February, March. But then in the second quarter, those next 3 months, it downshifted a little bit to 380,000 a month, which is still strong, arguably, but it's just moving in a different direction. So is that going to accelerate through the summer, into the fall, to the end of the year? Maybe, we don't know. But I do think that the change is a-coming.
So one of the things I didn't get a chance to ask you when you appeared on CBS Mornings earlier with us is about the money that people saved during the pandemic. We had almost 3 years where we weren't traveling, we weren't taking vacations, we weren't buying anything because who are you going to wear it for? Who are you going to show it off to, right? So people did save money. Is that why we're maybe better positioned to handle if the recession does come?
Until the money runs out.
Until the money runs out. But we didn't have a savings rate in this country for many, many years, and now we can say we have a little bit.
Well, it's fascinating because during COVID, you're absolutely right. The savings rate exploded higher, over 30% now. According to economists, we saved, you ready for this, in excess of about $2.5 trillion.
Wow.
So why?
American households.
All households.
Wow.
Why? Because we had stimulus checks, we had expanded unemployment benefits, we had the child tax credit that was expanded, and as you said, we sat home and, there's just so many rolls of bounty one can buy. So that piles up. Now what we are starting to see is people are spending some of those savings down. Diane Swank, great economist at Grant Thornton, says to me, you know what? They estimate $600 billion have been spent out of that $2.5 trillion. But you're right, it leaves a big chunk of money. The problem that I see is that for the higher earners, those savings will stay pretty high. They're just not going to spend as much. The lower earners I'm a little bit more worried about because if you make less than the U.S. household median wage, let's call it $65,000 or $70,000, what are the three biggest areas where you spend money? You spend it on housing, gas, and then also food. Those three areas are eating up a lot of your income, and it means you've probably been forced to dip into your savings. So I think those at the lower end are always disproportionately hurt by inflation, and they're going to plow through their savings first.
I want to ask you an inflation-related question, and maybe this makes no sense at all, but if our dollar is so strong, shouldn't we be seeing, certainly some items are going to go up, but shouldn't we be benefiting from that in some way, and some items should at least remain the same or be cheaper?
Well, it's great if you go overseas. If you're here, it doesn't really impact you.
Even if you're buying stuff from overseas?
Well, if you're buying stuff from overseas, potentially. However, you know what? Are people buying French cheese right now?
Well, like, Vlad is.
Well, Vlad is. It's a staple. Like for him, and fancy butter.
Of course. Is there any other kind of cheese?
But we joke about this. But if you are literally saying, I have to either buy an off-brand cereal for my kid, fill my car up, or pay my rent on time. Those are pretty stark choices. So, that's why I think there's a real shifting going on. I feel like this whole economy is in transition. We are slowing down. it is going to be a market that shifts back to quote unquote more historic, normal kinds of economies. But in this transition, we also have to recognize something really weird happened during COVID. We were cooped up for almost 3 years on and off. It takes an emotional toll. So having someone like me, a certified financial planner, come out and say, you should build up your emergency reserves right now, which you should.
That's what you should be
That's what I
doing
was
now.
going to ask you.
But you should. But it is hard to do if you have felt deprived and anxious and under such pressure for 3 years. So I understand this. So I sort of feel like, okay, you can splurge a little bit, but the market is still pretty good. So now is a good time to beef up those emergency reserves.
But I do think, Jill, to the point we were sort of laughing about it earlier, but I wonder, and this may be something interesting for your podcast, which is, did people develop good financial habits during the pandemic? In other words, because I didn't need my brie for 2 years, and I realized, you know what? I can just eat Velveeta. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to get in that
Yes,
though. That
absolutely.
we developed some habits that we probably should have had before the pandemic, but this crystallized it for some.
It definitely did. I think I'm seeing it in a slightly different way, which is similar, that many couples and many families realize, you know what? Both of us working full time is a heavy load on this family. And what we have been seeing is that the number of people in the labor force has not gotten back to where it was pre-COVID. So something very interesting happened. We had a ton of teachers and healthcare workers, frontline workers, who said, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. And so what they are doing, Vlad, is that they are taking some of those habits and they're saying, we can survive on a little bit less. We can maybe have one income. Or I'm 58 years old. I know that I don't want to be a teacher for another 10 years. I am going to take a step out of this labor force right now and figure out what's next. And I think that the habit that was actually imbued in all of us was, it shouldn't only be that we are just working our butts off for no end in sight. The end in sight should be, I want to have a life that is worth living. So what I am seeing is an enormous reassessment of our work and home lives that is really bringing together what happened before COVID, how did I work before COVID, what was happening during, and what am I going to do differently now? And I think that's fascinating. By the way,
That is fascinating.
writing a book about it's out next year.
Oh,
All
great.
right. That's a good way to plug it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading it. Jill, always great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. We love
Thanks.
when you're here in the studio with us.